Behind me are 5 real criminals, ranging from a car thief to a bank robber. I'm spending the next 50 hours with them to learn how they commit these crimes so you can protect yourself. First, I'm meeting with a professional car thief who's made a living stealing cars for over 10 years.
Hondo, how many cars have we stolen?
At least 200.
That's insane. I want you to break into this car. It's completely locked. The key is right here. I'm gonna hold on to it. Show me what you got.
All right, we're gonna take a kind of secret tool. We're gonna stick it in here like it's our key, and we're gonna punch the lock. So we're gonna knock the lock out, and we're gonna twist it to unlock the vehicle.
Let's see it. How long does this usually take you?
Usually pretty quick.
Oh, something just came out. What is that?
Oh! Well, he made that look so easy.
Now what?
We're gonna use the tool, and we're gonna start this ignition.
Once again, I still have the key right here. This is completely real. He's gonna somehow start this car with the secret tool.
So what we're gonna do, Mike, we're gonna remove this plastic garbage that's under here that's stopping me from starting this car.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you real quick.
He's just snapping everything off this car. This is insane. Is that sparks I'm hearing, or?
Breaking some plastic.
Breaking more plastic. I thought you need the ignition to start the car.
Just need this tool.
Just needs to do everything, apparently. I hear beeping. I just saw a light turn on there. Oh. He just started the engine, what? I still have the key right here. How did you do that? All right, I'm hopping in. So what do you do after you steal the car?
We can take it to a chop shop. We can sell it to somebody to do other crimes with, drive-bys, home invasions, dash and grabs, whatever other crime you want to do.
So what's the most amount of cars you've stolen in a day?
Up to 15 cars in a night.
Did you ever get caught?
I didn't get caught stealing them, but I got caught. I fell asleep inside of one, and that's how they ended up catching me.
So how do I stop my car from being stolen?
So what you want to do, Mike, is you want to avoid low-lit areas. Don't leave valuables in your car. Valuables entice thieves to break into your car or steal your car.
You showed us how to steal a car that has a key, but what about a keyless entry car?
Keyless entry cars or cars that use key fobs can also be stolen. They capture the signal from the key fob to the car, and they're able to now, once they capture it, start your vehicle with whatever device that they use.
How do you protect yourself from that?
You can go on Amazon and buy a signal blocking bag, put your key fob inside of it, and then the thieves can't capture your signal.
How much does that cost?
Couple dollars, easy fix.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to get one of those.
Another big thing that I've always recommended, I highly recommend, is installing a kill switch. What a kill switch does is it breaks the energy from the battery to the starter. You can hide that switch underneath your dashboard, underneath your seat, anywhere throughout the car, any kind of hidden switch. The starter won't activate unless you flip that switch.
So the thief would have to know where that switch is in order to steal the car?
Correct. Otherwise, the lights will come on, but the car won't start because the starter's not engaging because no battery power.
So don't keep valuables in your car, park somewhere well lit, and buy one of those cheap Amazon products he said to protect your car. Thank you so much, Hondo.
Thank you.
That was nothing compared to what's next, because now we're meeting with an ordinary-looking woman with a day job who secretly cons more people in a single week than most criminals do in a lifetime. So Angela, you're a professional credit card thief, and while working as a waitress, you would target people in a restaurant just like this?
Exactly like this. Restaurants like this have high clientele, so you're gonna have guys and girls walking in with suits, shiny, and American Express cards. That's the #1 key to credit card theft. American Express cards, it's a black American Express, there's no limit on it. They're not watching, and I'm spending.
And so how do you figure out who's gonna have that type of card?
Usually, it's a person that kind of looks just like that, a well-dressed person. More than likely, they're gonna have a black American Express card. I'm gonna jot down the numbers and take it from there.
Then what would you do?
Let me show you. Hi, folks. Did you enjoy everything today? All right, I'll take that now. Thank you so much. See? I knew we was gonna have a black American Express card. That's it. Every time. They had the suits. Write down this number real quick. Thank you so much for joining us today.
They never caught on?
No, they're corporate cards.
And what does that mean?
They're endless, and there's more than one person that has access to that card.
So it's harder to trace?
Much harder to trace. They don't know where it's coming from or where it's going.
And how much money did you make off this?
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And how do you write down the numbers so fast? Do you have a special code, or?
A lot of the times I'm memorizing it, but like I said, with those corporate cards, they begin with the same 4 digits. So I already know those, so I only have to remember about 12 more numbers.
Now what? Do you just rack up charges?
No, I usually go home, I'm gonna research where he's spending the money so that it's all legit and I don't get caught.
Oh, wow, that's smart. Well, I'll let you get to the research.
While she does her research, we're meeting with someone who can steal your most valuable possessions in minutes. I'm here with a professional safecracker who's asked us to keep his identity a secret. Now, you've stolen over $300 million in jewelry.
Something like that.
We've hidden 2 safes in this house that I want you to break into.
Okay. Well, normally I would never do anything like this because I don't do houses. But being that I'm playing the role, yeah, why not?
All right, let's see what you got.
So let's see what they have here. Well, I would love to go behind the bar, but
Found that easily.
So here, this is one safe, and if I was on a timed mission, meaning that the alarms were running, what I would do is I would just walk out.
All right, you just walk out with the safe. You gotta come back here though, man. So if you're in a rush, you're just gonna take the safe with you.
We're gonna have to bust this one open, power tools. So normally we would
Oh man,
this is a carbide blade, a grinder.
this is gonna make a mess. So we gotta go take this outside. While he's trying to open the safe, I want to thank today's partner, Current. Is it a smart idea to put $20 million in a safe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you broke into it.
It was actually a bolt. Don't trust these. This is not a very good safe.
This is one of the worst safes that you can get.
Yeah, you don't want to put your valuables in this at all.
Is this better than putting it in the bank?
No, the bank is way better.
Oh man, this is gonna be crazy.
All right, guys.
Should I sandbag too? I don't know. That's why it's good to use something like Current. It's a mobile banking app built for people who want a faster, easier, and more modern way to manage their money and keep it safe. Woo! Oh man, what did that take you? That was like, I guess, 5 minutes at the most?
Yeah, it's quick.
So this was the small, easier safe. We got a bigger, harder one for you to break into next. Man, we gotta leave this for the owner. All right, we got one more safe hidden in this place. While he's looking for the hidden safe, let me tell you about Current's features. Members can instantly freeze or create cards with a tap, withdraw up to $200 with no overdraft fees. And if they qualify, get up to $750 of their paycheck in advance, fee-free within 3 days, or instantly for a fee.
So it's not there. You said it's somewhere here?
Somewhere in this room, yeah.
Was it like behind the thing?
There you go. Would you recommend for anyone to hide
Yeah,
behind,
absolutely.
behind a painting?
In a book, behind a painting.
So the 2 hiding spots we did were actually good hiding spots.
You know what? That was perfect. Where's my secret tool?
What is that called?
This is my secret tool.
Okay.
They have this. You can use this. You might want to pick another undercover tool.
How many safes like this have you broken into?
Oh, over hundreds. These were abundant, and a lot of people didn't want to spend a lot of money in security because they go upwards, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for just a safe. So a lot of people kept the old safes and they just redid the guts.
All right, let's check it out. Current has got you covered with the Build card, a special card that could help you boost your credit without going into debt. In fact, the average user sees their score go up 80 points in just 6 months. Wow. You make that look so easy. Almost as easy as signing up for Current at current.com/lawbymike. Use my promo code LawByMike50 to get $50 and unlock tools like paycheck advances, credit building, and more. Terms apply. See current.com/legal_disclaimers for details.
Wait, look at this.
What the heck? That was, dang, just some brute force.
Was that less than 16 seconds? Yeah, we got a nice Daytona.
This is a good score for you.
Yeah, look at this. Nice.
Yeah, is there anything else in there that you like?
Hey, look, car keys.
All right, well, before that, you broke into that so quickly without even having to take it off. And so if you broke into a house, you could literally take this in a few minutes.
Also, it's what you invest. If you invest more, I'm sure you're going to have something more secure that's not going to be so easy to break into.
Is there a certain type of safe that you would suggest buying?
Look into an original TL40 safe. It's a jeweler protection vault safe where it's insured up to 40 minutes. The only thing that stops a burglar is time. All right, let's go, man.
All right.
Let's go drive the Corvette, man.
Let's go. I just got word the credit card scammer finished their research. Can you drive me?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Angela, I'm back. So you stole that guy's credit card info. What'd you find out about it?
Yep, so I just cross-referenced his name. He's on Facebook, he's on Twitter, he's on Instagram. Guy loves luxury stuff. He goes on trips, he buys these nice suits, he's buying Rolex watches.
So now that you know what he likes to buy, how does that help you?
Because now I can spend in the same category. Like if he's already shopping at high dollar stores, then I can go shop at those same exact stores. I can go on these same websites. If he shops on Amazon, I can shop on Amazon. So if I'm buying all the same types of things he is, no one's gonna flag that.
So do you just buy the items and send them to your house?
No, Mike, they don't go to my house. I know what all my neighbors' schedules are. I know who works when they work. So if I have something delivered between 9 and 5, I know my neighbor's gone. I have it delivered to her address and I just grab it. I'm using my neighbor's address and name. I'm working at a job where they don't have me on the books, and I'm taking people's credit card information.
So you're completely undetected.
Completely undetected. And I keep all the stuff for myself or I give it to family and friends, whoever can need it. It's like stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
You're like a Robin Hood.
I'm like Robin Hood.
So what are you gonna do with the credit card info now?
Well, as long as the car is not blocked, I have to sit there and find a buyer. But it could take time to find a buyer.
Okay, while Angela finds a buyer, let's go meet a real criminal that makes counterfeit money. Arthur, you printed an estimated 10 million in counterfeit bills, is that right?
Well, that's what they say. It could be more. I burned a lot.
If you're the best, walk me through what you do.
Okay, well, the first thing we gotta do is I gotta show you some equipment, right?
Whoa.
My money was not just you had a file and printed. It had steps. It was layered. So the first process is printing each layer independently. I actually learned that from watching the Treasury Department on the internet. And I said, oh, okay, I'll just follow that.
Are you gonna show me it?
Yeah, why not?
Ooh, starting up. So these 2 layers are printed on the inkjet?
Yeah, so we would do the watermarks and the strips on the inkjet, and then the other parts we would do on the offset. You want to see the offset?
Yeah, let's go check it out. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So over there, I showed you the inkjet, which prints the security strips and the watermarks. This is where the printing of the actual bill would happen. So first we would put the blank sheet of paper, right? Then from there, we would do the border and the face.
Oh, dude.
And of course, it's you, right?
Look at that. I don't look too bad.
And then the next part would be the serial numbers and the seals, right? The last part of it would be the back, and that's good old LA right there.
Oh,
I
nice.
got LA on there.
Nice.
So we
Love it.
changed some of the things for legal purposes,
Yeah.
right? So
Smart. And now that we have all these elements printed out, we go to step 2.
yeah, that's the fun part, putting it together.
Where are you taking me?
To a secret hiding place.
All right, we're here at the warehouse. What's step 2?
So step 2 is cutting everything out. We're gonna cut out the strips, we're gonna cut out the watermarks, we're gonna cut out the fronts and cut out the back. It can be tedious because you got these lines.
Those are very small, man.
So right now you see we got a bunch of these little strips out, right?
And all this is gonna come together to make one bill?
All of it's gonna come together and make one bill, you'll see. You gotta cut 10 to get 5. So that's one part of it, right?
Yeah, this is a different
Yeah,
sort
it's
of
a different paper.
How much money would you make it during that one process when you're gone for 2 weeks?
I could do like 500,000, 5 weeks.
500,000.
Right?
So this is the front of the bill. And then what do you do next? Is it the back of the
That's
bill?
the back. So now we got the back, we got the front, we got the strip, and we got the watermark.
All right, so now we're going to step 3?
Step 3, here we go. This is putting it together, and I'll need this, and then I'm gonna need your help.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You're making me his accomplice.
Yeah, right? So here
Right.
we go. We'll spray it. And then I'm gonna lay it. Here you go. So you hold it up. There's the watermark, the strip.
Wow, that's crazy.
So here, this is step 4. This is where we press it. So I want you to hold that up like that.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, watch.
So why are we doing this?
So what this is gonna do is it's gonna press the paper together, get rid of all the air bubbles. It'll dry to where it feels like one sheet of paper.
I see.
So then you let this sit. Usually I'd let it sit overnight, and then the next phase would be cutting it out. Okay, so now that we have that out of the press, what we'll do is we'll cut one out. But we do have one more step. And what the last step is, it's my secret sauce. You wanna check it out?
Yeah, let's go check
All
it
right,
out.
let's go look at it.
All right.
All right, so this is step 5. This is the last step. This is where we spray it and we'll make it feel like money. This is secret sauce. We're gonna spray it on here, right? And then once you spray it, you grab the heat gun and this will dry it out. So basically, it's tightening the cotton in the fibers, right? So it's making the paper, which will make it crispy. But yeah, there we go.
It sounds like money, feels like money. So now that we know how a counterfeit bill is made, how can someone spot a fake?
Well, there's a few different ways. So on the real money, if you rub your finger across his collar right here, it's an engraving, you could feel it. The other way is the 100 right here, when you turn it, it would turn green to purple. So that's another way. Around Ben's head, there's these tiny little lines. A real bill, they'll be straight. But when you use digital technology, those will be a little wavy. To me, I think the best thing, which is the hardest things to replicate, are the shifting ink in the 100. That's really difficult. The collar, right? Because this feels real smooth right now.
So I got a real bill right here. What you're telling me is I should feel around his neck and shoulder here to feel any raised ink.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
And then we look over here at the color shifting ink, and the 100 should change color, right?
Yeah, and then there's visual physics. This purple line, they actually put that there to defeat this paper.
The paper that you would make.
That I would make, right? They literally had to change the 100 because of me.
Wow.
This is almost impossible to replicate. I'm able to do the 100, but I can't do that. At least I haven't tried.
And we're not going to tell people how to do those things,
I can't.
even though you can do it.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell people here because.
Yeah, we don't want to give everything away.
And when did you get out of jail?
It was 2013, June of 2013.
And since you got out of jail, you no longer do counterfeit money.
Oh, well, I still print money, but it's for art, right? Yeah, so I'm an artist now. I started painting while I was in prison. I got fortunate, ended up going to Art Basel Miami in 2017. I met Arnold Schwarzenegger's. I ended up going to Arnold's house and sold $500,000 worth of art pretty much.
Wow. So you sold $500,000 worth of art, and you also counterfeited $500,000.
Yeah.
Which one was more rewarding?
It's gave me a whole new life. The art saved me. You know, I have my own gallery, I have my own studio, I have a family now, and I still get to print money, but just on canvas.
There you go. There you go.
Awesome. Yeah.
Thank you, Art.
Yeah, thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it.
It's been awesome.
All right, I just got word that the credit card scammer found a buyer. The meetup is happening right now. Later in this video, we'll be filming a live bank robbery. But before we get there, we need to see how these card fraudsters move when they meet a buyer. Okay, Angela, so you found a buyer interested in the card. How did you find him?
I go right to the dark web. I really don't want to deal with any local people or people that I know. I want to keep it completely conspicuous and deal with a stranger that's a criminal like myself.
And how do you know if they're legit?
It's the dark web.
So how do you arrange the meetup?
Well, I try to pick like a public area so that it's not that obvious. Like, there goes my buyer right there.
What is that?
This is how we get down in New York.
What? Is she serious right now? The buyer didn't want to be filmed, but Angela handed him the documents, and it looked like he gave her cash. How much money did you get?
Easy 500.
All right, so we've seen the crime, but how do I prevent this from happening to me?
Two-way verification, make sure that the bank contacts you every time a transaction's done. Check your statements. Scammers don't start off by making $100 purchases. They make smaller purchases like $3, $4, $5, then they go on to the hundreds of dollars.
Wow, these were some really good tips. Thanks, Angela.
You're welcome.
Now we're going to meet up with a real bank robber. It's 4:58 p.m., just before closing, and in seconds, an armed robber will bust through those doors. The tellers behind me, played by actors, have been told to treat the simulation as real. This is completely unscripted, unrehearsed, and we have no idea what the robber will do. This is as close to a real bank robbery as you can legally get.
All right, y'all. Thanks so much.
No problem. Let me walk you out. It's locked. Isaac, can you close up for me?
You know I got you.
You have anything planned for today?
I just gotta meet up with the wife.
Ooh, that sounds fun. All right. Have a great night. Sorry.
I need to make a deposit real quick.
Oh, okay. All right.
I need you to lock the door and pull the shade down. You behind the counter. Step away from the counter. Come through the little door. Meet us out here. You, sir, are you a hero?
No.
Okay. Come on. Don't hit any buttons. Pull that shade down. Leave the keys in the door, please. We're going to go to the back room. Pull that shade down. Let's go. Calm. You can put your hands down. Let's go to the back room, everybody. You, sir, come on. Nobody's gonna get hurt. Let's just do this nice and quickly. Do not hit any buttons. Open up, please. Going back there to the vault. Thank you. Nice and calm. Okay. Everybody walk in, please. Sir, in the suit, I need you to go to the back wall and just face the wall, please. You two put the money in the duffel bag.
Okay.
Don't shake. It's okay. Nobody's gonna get hurt. If it all don't fit, it all don't fit. Let's just get the big bills, concentrate on them. Nobody's gonna get hurt. Everybody's gonna go home. Little inconvenience. After you're done, you two go back and face the back wall as well. If you gotta take out a few, you gotta take out a few. Let's just try to get in and out of here.
Sorry.
Okay, let's just go like this. You two to the back wall, please. Okay, nobody's gonna get hurt. I need you to count to 100. After that, come out, do what you gotta do. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You guys okay?
Yeah.
Do you think he's still out there?
Just keep counting. Just...
right, 100.
Okay.
All right.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I can't tell.
I don't think we're okay. I don't hear anything. That was pretty fast, man. All right, so walk me through what you did here.
Okay, after I had the door lady in control, I got to control him. I got to back him away from the counter so he doesn't hit any buzzers or floor buzzers. I got to get him out from behind there and up here.
You targeted her, but then you immediately spoke to him and said you need to come around.
I have to have the bank closed. I don't want anybody coming in or out. And then I got to get him backed up, and then I'll get everybody out here. After that's done, I'll concentrate on you.
The first question you asked me is, are you a hero? Does anyone say yes to that?
No.
All right.
No, but I mean, usually I make sure there's no customers in the bank. If there is, I just have to deal with it as it goes. You got to understand, I did mine in 2002. There was no smartphones or anything.
Right.
So now I'd have to deal with that.
Yeah.
So you don't know what he has in his pocket or anything.
And now you didn't take any of the money up here. Why is that?
I don't want any money from the counter because that's where the die packs and the bait money is.
I see.
So I'm not even worried about that. I'm not greedy. I'm coming in to get what I want, and I'm out.
And we actually had die packs up here.
Right.
You did take.
Right. I'm not going to touch it.
You're smarter than us. And Tellers, did you feel like you could do anything, or did it all happen too fast?
It happened way too fast. He came in immediately. It just caught me so off guard.
So yeah, he was calm. That was weird.
I don't want to intimidate anybody. I don't want to scare anybody. I mean, it's already a traumatic experience, so I don't want to do any more damage.
So it's not like the movies where you see someone shouting, jumping up on the tables.
I mean, you see people do that, but that's a lot of Hollywood stuff.
Right.
You don't have to do that. Also, I'm doing this alone, so the main thing is being calm and in control.
All right, let's go through here. The moment we came in, you ordered me to go face the wall.
You're a third person. You're not very important in this.
Okay, you didn't need an extra hand with anything?
No, I want you in the back there facing the wall because you've already seen me, but I don't want you to put a lot of memory. So I had the two of them put the money in the duffel bag I had hidden. I see a lot of loose bills, but I see some in the rack. And then I'm gonna have them fill up as much as they can. I'm not greedy. I know I'm not gonna get it all. This is a nice lick. Once the bag is filled up, I'm done.
And what's a lick?
Kind of like a big score. I got a big lick.
Oh, wow. So how much money did you end up getting from this?
I probably think it's at least 200,000.
Wow, that's insane. You had us all count to 100 seconds.
That's given me time to leave. Actually, all I need is 30, but I want to get gone.
So 100 seconds is plenty of time for you.
That's almost 2 minutes.
You've used this method, what is that, 3 times?
3 times for over $500,000.
That's crazy. So if you're in a bank robbery as a bystander, what are your tips to stay safe?
Always obey the bank robber. You don't need to be a hero. It's not your money. It's the government's money. It's insured. Don't get hurt over something like that. Also, you don't know what kind of desperation this man's in, what his mindset is in. He might shoot you and somebody else. So it's best just be calm, do what he says.
And this applies to everyone, the customers, the tellers?
Absolutely, especially the tellers. Obey the bank robbers because you control the safety of everybody in the bank.
And don't try this at home.
Absolutely not. I don't condone what I did. It cost me many years of my life, over 20. You're gonna get caught eventually, so don't think you're gonna get away with every one, and don't let greed catch up. And I don't recommend this as a career.
I appreciate you, Jimmy.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. To watch another video like this, click here. Man, this is heavy.